The New England Patriots have officially finalized their 53-man roster for the 2025 season, and with that announcement, the practice squad of 16 players was also revealed. As always, the day of roster cuts brought a mixture of relief, excitement, and, of course, a few eyebrow-raising moves that have everyone talking. The Patriots are staring Week 1 squarely in the face, and the decisions made in the past few days clearly show a team that is trying to balance immediate competitiveness with long-term development. Among the most surprising moves was the release of Cole Strange, a former first-round pick who had been a starter on the offensive line. Strange's departure marks the end of an era in a way, as the Patriots now have no remaining players from their 2023 draft class. For those following the team closely, this isn't entirely shocking given the struggles the franchise has had in drafting impact players consistently over the last several years. Since the 2020 season, draft selections have often failed to make the kind of contribution that one would expect from early-round picks, and the cumulative effect of those underwhelming drafts has finally started to hit the roster in tangible ways. Seasons of 4-13 records back-to-back are a stark reminder that drafting well is not just about luck. It is about identifying players who can step in and deliver, and the Patriots have faced challenges in that department. The cuts did not stop with Strange. Defensive end Braden Swinson, a fifth-round selection from LSU, also found himself on the outside looking in. Swinson's release might raise eyebrows for some, as fifth-round picks often represent valuable depth, especially on the defensive line. Yet, the team clearly felt it was time to move in a different direction, and Swinson quickly found a new home on the Cleveland Browns practice squad. These decisions illustrate a broader philosophy. While the Patriots value loyalty and the contributions of past draft classes, the coaching staff under Mike Vrabel is not afraid to make difficult choices in pursuit of building a roster that aligns with their vision. This approach is particularly evident given that this is Vrabel's second season as head coach. With each change, he is stamping his identity on the team, aiming to create a group of players who fit both the system and the culture he wants to establish. On the injured reserve front, there were notable moves as well. Galani Tavi was placed on IR with a designation to return, suggesting that the team hopes to see him back in action by Week 5. Jalen Polk will miss the entire season, a second-year player in the NFL who now has the opportunity to focus on development and conditioning for a stronger comeback in the following year. Injuries and the management of the IR list always play a crucial role in roster construction, and the Patriots appear to be making strategic decisions designed to maximize both short-term performance and long-term growth. The surprises on the roster cuts did not end with the more predictable IR placements or releases of draft picks. Perhaps most intriguing were the decisions surrounding wide receivers Kyle Duggar and Anthony Jennings. These two players, who saw limited action in the fourth quarter of meaningless preseason games, found themselves making the final roster. Reports suggested that the Patriots explored options with other teams, nearly finalizing deals for players like KENDRICK BOURNE from the Minnesota Vikings, but ultimately chose to retain Duggar and Jennings. Initially, the roster included 8 wide receivers, including Bourne and Javon Baker, but both were released shortly after, bringing the group down to 6. This back and forth demonstrates how front offices must remain fluid, responsive, and opportunistic, balancing player evaluations with market conditions and timing. In the quarterback room, the Patriots made a move that caught the attention of many NFL observers: the signing of Tommy DeVito, the former Giants quarterback. DeVito, a 27-year-old undrafted free agent from Illinois, brings a unique skill set to the roster. Standing at 6'2" and weighing 210 pounds, he possesses the size and experience to serve as a reliable third quarterback if needed. With Drake May firmly established as the team's starter and Joshua Dobbs providing a capable backup with mobility and mentoring potential, DeVito adds an additional layer of depth. He has shown competence in limited action, completing just over 64% of his passes for 300 yards and 8 touchdowns across 8 starts. While he may not be an immediate star, his presence ensures that the Patriots have flexibility should injury strike, particularly in a position as pivotal as quarterback. The roster moves reflect a delicate balancing act between developing young talent and maintaining experienced depth. Players like Miles Battle at cornerback, Brandon Crosserly, and my Butler on the offensive line all landed spots on the practice squad, showcasing the Patriots' intent to cultivate a pipeline of talent ready to step up when necessary. Jack Conley, a local Boston College product, gave a strong effort to make the roster, but ultimately will continue his development with the team in a backup role. Meanwhile, tight ends C.J. Dipré and G. Scott, wide receivers John Lyles and Jeremiah Webb, and defensive talents like Truman Jones and Braden Swinson find themselves positioned to contribute as the season unfolds, either stepping in due to injury or through mid-season promotion. Alec Lindstrom, a seventh-round pick at center, and Kobe Minor, a late push for the defensive backfield, further highlight how the Patriots have blended youth and experience in crafting a resilient roster. Even undrafted free agents continue to make a significant impact. For 22 of the last 23 years, the Patriots have successfully integrated at least one undrafted free agent into their active roster, a streak that underscores the team's ability to identify diamonds in the rough. This year is no exception, with players like Efton Chisholm earning a role as a fifth or sixth wide receiver and Elijah Pounder impressing coaches with his pass-rushing abilities. The inclusion of these players not only demonstrates the Patriots' scouting acumen, but also provides a competitive edge, as these individuals often bring an unrelenting drive to prove themselves at the highest level. Overall, the final roster decisions for the 2025 Patriots reveal a team that is not afraid to make bold moves, challenge expectations, and strategically position itself for both immediate success and sustained development. From surprising cuts to unexpected inclusions, the Patriots have assembled a group of players that reflects the vision of their coaching staff, balancing talent, potential, and team fit in ways that will be fascinating to watch as the season kicks off. With the roster now set and the dust of cut-down days settled, the spotlight naturally shifts to the internal battles that will define the Patriots season. One of the most intriguing aspects of this roster is the depth and versatility that the coaching staff has cultivated across nearly every position group. While the marquee names always draw attention, it is the players operating behind the scenes, the undrafted free agents and practice squad contributors, who often become the hidden catalysts of a team's success. The quarterback room offers a compelling microcosm of this approach. Drake May, the presumed starter, represents the engine of the offense, yet it is the presence of Joshua Dobbs and Tommy DeVito that provides both security and a developmental pathway. Dobbs, with his mobility and understanding of Vrabel's system, is positioned to step into meaningful action should the unexpected occur, while DeVito represents a calculated investment in long-term depth. At 27 years old, with his NFL experience as a former Giants starter, DeVito adds credibility and readiness. His journey from undrafted free agent to making an active roster illustrates not only his individual perseverance, but also the Patriots' ability to identify and cultivate talent that may have been overlooked elsewhere. The quarterback room, therefore, is more than a positional necessity. It is a reflection of the team's philosophy of preparing for contingencies while fostering growth. On the offensive line, the departure of Cole Strange has shifted dynamics, opening opportunities for both young talent and veterans who have demonstrated reliability. Offensive linemen like my Butler, who will serve as a backup, embody the Patriots' approach of developing versatile players capable of stepping into multiple roles when called upon. The offensive line's performance in the preseason showcased a blend of technique, discipline, and adaptability, with players rotating through positions and demonstrating the type of intelligence that Vrabel values. Offensive line cohesion is often the invisible factor behind a team's success, and the Patriots have clearly prioritized keeping players who can both execute in the present and evolve over time. The wide receiver core presents its own fascinating storylines. While the initial inclusion of 8 wide receivers generated some headlines, the subsequent cuts narrowed the group to 6, highlighting the competitive nature of the roster. Efton Chisholm, making the team as a 5th or 6th option, represents the archetype of a modern slot receiver. Quick, agile, and precise in route running. His skill set aligns perfectly with the demands of Josh McDaniels' offense, which relies on timing, spacing, and the ability to exploit defensive mismatches. Chisholm's journey to the roster underscores the Patriots' continued success in identifying undrafted talent that can contribute meaningfully, even in a crowded positional group. Alongside him, players like John Lyles and Jeremiah Webb provide depth and reliability, ensuring that the offense can maintain fluidity and adaptability throughout the grueling NFL season. Defensively, the Patriots have adopted a strategy of calculated risk and rotational depth. Braden Swinson's release and subsequent addition to the practice squad, alongside players like Truman Jones and Elijah Pounder, exemplify a philosophy that values performance potential and system fit over draft pedigree. Pounder, in particular, has drawn praise for his pass rushing abilities, demonstrating the type of impact skill that can alter games. Defensive coordinators often rely on a combination of established starters and developmental players to maintain pressure, disrupt opposing offenses, and the Patriots appear to have structured their roster with this balance in mind. The ability to rotate fresh, talented defenders into critical situations is a hallmark of effective roster management, and Vrabel's team is clearly leveraging this approach. Special teams and situational play also play a pivotal role in roster construction. Players who may not receive daily snaps on offense or defense can often dictate the outcome of close games through their contributions in kicking, coverage, or return units. The Patriots' approach to special teams has historically been meticulous, emphasizing fundamentals, awareness, and execution. The selection of versatile players who can contribute on multiple fronts not only maximizes roster efficiency, but also provides hidden advantages that opponents may underestimate. In many ways, the success of the Patriots' special teams will hinge on the same philosophy that drives the entire roster: preparation, adaptability, and the ability to perform under pressure. The practice squad further reinforces the organization's long-term strategy. 16 players were announced, each representing a potential solution for injuries, mid-season adjustments, or tactical shifts. Local talents like Jack Conley, alongside undrafted free agents such as Kobe Minor and David Oliaga, illustrate the Patriots' commitment to building a pipeline of players who understand the system and can contribute seamlessly if called upon. This developmental approach is not only practical, but also strategic, ensuring that the team maintains continuity and depth throughout a season that is inevitably shaped by injuries and performance fluctuations. The historical success of undrafted free agents making the Patriots roster is another dimension worth exploring. For 22 of the last 23 seasons, at least one undrafted player has secured a spot, a testament to the organization's scouting, development, and willingness to challenge conventional wisdom. These players often enter the league under the radar, but demonstrate relentless determination, high football IQ, and a willingness to embrace any role that benefits the team. The inclusion of players like Efton Chisholm and Elijah Pounder continues this tradition, and their ability to make an immediate impact speaks volumes about both their talent and the Patriot ability to identify hidden value. Throughout the offseason and preseason, the Patriots have demonstrated a remarkable willingness to experiment, adjust, and innovate. The back-and-forth movements involving wide receivers, the careful management of quarterback depth, and the strategic use of practice squad talent all reflect a culture of calculated risk-taking. These decisions are not made lightly. They are informed by data, film study, and a deep understanding of player capabilities and team needs. Every cut, every addition, and every roster adjustment is part of a broader vision aimed at ensuring competitiveness not just for the opening week, but across the entirety of the season. In conclusion, the New England Patriots roster heading into the 2025 season is the result of meticulous planning, difficult decision-making, and a commitment to balancing present performance with future development. The combination of draft picks, undrafted free agents, veteran presence, and positional versatility creates a team that is both adaptable and resilient. As the season unfolds, the decisions made on cut-down day, the lessons learned during preseason, and the strategic deployment of both starters and backups will define the Patriots' success. The careful attention to depth, system fit, and player development ensures that this team is prepared for the challenges ahead, both expected and unforeseen, and sets the stage for what promises to be an intriguing and closely watched season in New England. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers have been circulating through the corridors of the NFL, but now the murmurs have found confirmation. KENDRICK Bourne, the versatile wide receiver whose agility and playmaking ability have kept defensive coordinators up at night, has officially declared his allegiance to the New England Patriots. This move, shrouded in speculation for weeks, finally answers questions that have hovered over the league since free agency opened. Bourne, known for his reliable hands, sharp route running, and clutch performances, seems poised to inject new energy into a Patriots receiving core that has struggled for consistency in recent seasons. While the formal announcement might be new, insiders have long suggested that New England's front office was quietly pursuing this acquisition, recognizing Bourne's potential to fill strategic gaps in their offense. The timing could not be more intriguing, as the Patriots appear ready to recalibrate their aerial attack under the guidance of a coaching staff that values precision, adaptability, and playmakers who can thrive in critical moments. Fans, analysts, and rivals alike are now speculating about how Bourne will be integrated into the system, what role he will play alongside emerging talents, and whether his presence signals a larger reshaping of the Patriots' offensive philosophy. There is a tangible sense of anticipation as the franchise and its supporters begin to imagine the possibilities Bourne could unlock in terms of scoring, rhythm, and field dynamics, especially in high-stakes games where his experience and versatility could prove invaluable. The burble of conversation in media circles has escalated into fervent debate about Bourne's immediate impact, long-term potential, and the ripple effects on other teams watching New England's strategy unfold. Even among casual observers, Bourne's name is being linked to a range of scenarios, from deep ball connections to red zone schemes, cementing his arrival as a topic of both intrigue and high expectation. Patriots fans are already envisioning how his skill set could complement the team's signature fast-paced, calculated offensive style, and the speculation only grows as analysts dissect his past performances, patterns in route selection, and ability to thrive in pressure situations. With confirmation now public, what was once a shadow of rumor has become a tangible narrative, driving both excitement and uncertainty as the franchise gears up for the coming season, promising that Bourne's impact will be scrutinized, celebrated, and debated across every media outlet covering the NFL landscape. The journey of KENDRICK Bourne to the Patriots is more than a transaction. It is a story steeped in timing, opportunity, and the ever-present allure of strategic fit within one of the league's most storied franchises. Over the past seasons, Bourne has built a reputation for being a dependable yet dynamic presence on the field, combining athleticism with a nuanced understanding of route trees and defensive tendencies. The Patriots, renowned for meticulous schematics and adaptive play calling, appear to see in Bourne a piece that completes an evolving puzzle in their offense. Analysts are buzzing about how his agility and hands can create mismatches against a range of defensive alignments, whether he is lining up on the outside, in the slot, or motioning across formations to exploit coverage weaknesses. Meanwhile, the locker room implications are significant. Teammates and coaches alike are known to respond to players who bring both skill and professionalism, and Bourne's presence may reinforce a culture of precision and competitiveness that has long been synonymous with New England. Rumors also suggest that discussions regarding his signing were strategic and deliberate, aimed at ensuring Bourne would not only fit the playbook, but also contribute to the development of emerging quarterbacks and younger receivers. The timing of his confirmation, amid ongoing adjustments to personnel and offensive strategy, signals that the Patriots are actively seeking to recalibrate their approach in anticipation of a season that promises to test both resilience and adaptability. Bourne's move to New England may also provoke ripple effects across the league, as other teams watch carefully to determine how the Patriots' offense will shift with his inclusion, potentially influencing defensive schemes and free agent decisions elsewhere. Social media chatter, sports talk radio debates, and insider reports have converged into a chorus of speculation, with fans dissecting Bourne's college career, previous NFL performances, and adaptability under pressure, imagining the different ways he might impact key games, crucial third-down situations, and the team's overall offensive rhythm. While official statements provide some clarity, the narrative is far from settled, and every new practice report, preseason snap count, and coach commentary will only feed the growing anticipation surrounding KENDRICK Bourne in the Patriots fold. The excitement and curiosity surrounding his integration have made this signing one of the most discussed topics of the offseason, keeping both fans and pundits engaged in a continuous cycle of rumor, analysis, and projection. Sources within the league have hinted that Bourne's decision to join the Patriots was influenced by multiple factors, ranging from the offensive system to organizational stability and the opportunity to work with a coaching staff that values adaptability and football IQ. While rumors had linked him to several potential landing spots, including franchises actively seeking reliable receiving threats, it seems New England's long-term vision for their offensive scheme proved decisive. The strategic nature of his signing cannot be overstated, as the Patriots front office has historically demonstrated an ability to identify undervalued talent, optimize player performance, and create mismatches in ways that confuse opposing defenses. Bourne, for his part, is expected to bring both immediate impact and developmental potential, as his skill set includes speed, hands, and spatial awareness that can be exploited in creative formations. Fans and commentators alike have speculated about how the Patriots will utilize him, whether as a primary deep threat, a slot specialist, or a versatile weapon capable of shifting the dynamics of the passing game. The timing of the confirmation only fuels intrigue, coinciding with training camp preparations, where chemistry with the quarterback and offensive unit will be tested in real-time scenarios. Rumors circulating in insider circles suggest that Bourne's arrival may also influence personnel decisions elsewhere on the roster, perhaps affecting the utilization of veteran receivers or shaping the development plan for younger talent seeking to make an impression. Meanwhile, analysts are dissecting every aspect of his career, from catch percentage and yards after catch to performance under pressure, to project his potential contribution to the Patriots' playoff ambitions. Conversations on sports podcasts, social media threads, and sports journalism forums are increasingly focused on hypothetical scenarios, imagining Bourne's impact on third-down conversions, red zone efficiency, and the team's ability to stretch the field vertically. The consensus appears to be that while his presence alone is not a guaranteed solution to offensive struggles, it adds a dimension of unpredictability and versatility that the Patriots have lacked in recent campaigns, thereby intensifying the anticipation and speculation around how this signing will unfold once the season officially begins. Beyond the technical aspects of football strategy, KENDRICK Bourne's move to the Patriots carries cultural and psychological weight within the league and among fans. There is an intangible element to a signing like this, one that extends beyond statistics, formations, or past performances, centered on confidence, identity, and morale. Patriots supporters are particularly attuned to the arrival of a player with Bourne's skill set because it signals ambition, an acknowledgement that the franchise is actively seeking to regain or maintain competitive edge. Rumors swirling in the media have touched on locker room chemistry, leadership dynamics, and the motivational impact Bourne could have on both established and emerging players. This narrative is further amplified by the team's historical tendency to maximize player potential through disciplined coaching, innovative schemes, and a culture that emphasizes accountability and preparation. Across NFL circles, rival franchises are quietly evaluating the implications of this acquisition, considering how defensive coordinators might adjust coverage schemes, double-team priorities, or shadow key players to mitigate Bourne's potential influence. The psychological aspect extends to game day planning as well. Defenders must account for his route versatility, acceleration patterns, and situational awareness, which in turn could alter how opposing teams deploy personnel. Social media and sports commentary are alive with conjecture, with fans debating whether Bourne's presence will elevate the quarterback's performance, increase offensive efficiency, or create cascading opportunities for teammates. Rumors have even suggested that internal discussions within the Patriots coaching staff are focusing on ways to integrate Bourne in a manner that maximizes his strengths while maintaining offensive balance, an approach that combines analytical precision with intuitive coaching judgment. The excitement surrounding this signing, therefore, is not merely about the addition of talent. It is about the signaling of intent, the creation of competitive intrigue, and the stirring of both internal team confidence and external league speculation. In this sense, Bourne's confirmation as a Patriot is as much a statement as it is a strategic move, generating discussions that span from tactical considerations to cultural impact, all while maintaining an aura of anticipation that will persist into the regular season. The buzz surrounding Kendrick Bourne's official alignment with the New England Patriots has taken on a life of its own, dominating conversations across multiple platforms, from traditional sports media to digital fan communities, creating a climate of excitement, uncertainty, and endless speculation. As insiders continue to provide glimpses into the negotiation process, the coaching staff's intentions, and Bourne's potential role within offensive schematics, the public imagination has been captured by a narrative that blends strategic analysis with rumor-driven intrigue. Patriots supporters are envisioning scenarios in which Bourne's speed and hands redefine red zone strategies, improve third down conversions, and inject much-needed versatility into a passing game that has oscillated between moments of brilliance and periods of inconsistency. Meanwhile, commentators are dissecting every aspect of his career trajectory, comparing past performance metrics, play-by-play tendencies, and adaptability under pressure to predict how his inclusion will alter both the team's immediate fortunes and long-term strategic outlook. Rumors about Bourne's influence on team culture, leadership dynamics, and player morale add an additional layer to the conversation, as observers consider how a high-caliber acquisition could inspire both veteran performers and younger prospects. Across social media and fan forums, hypothetical discussions abound, ranging from formation-specific analyses to speculations about chemistry with the quarterback, the timing of route adjustments, and the optimization of offensive spacing. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly monitoring these developments closely, reassessing defensive schemes, coverage strategies, and personnel matchups in response to New England's evolving offensive options. The confluence of these narratives, rumor, speculation, tactical evaluation, and cultural expectation, has created a media environment in which every training camp update, preseason snap, and coach comment is scrutinized for hints about Bourne's impact. With official confirmation now established, what was once mere whisper has become a focal point of NFL discourse, generating excitement, conjecture, and an ongoing sense of anticipation that ensures Kendrick Bourne's arrival in New England will dominate headlines and discussions throughout the offseason and well into the season itself. The dialogue surrounding this signing highlights how a single acquisition can transform fan engagement, strategic forecasting, and league-wide speculation, turning rumor into a multifaceted narrative that captures the attention of anyone with a stake in football's unfolding drama. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.